Come and join us today at Aventura Hotel at Universal Studios Florida. We're going to show you all the food they offer, the hotel amenities, how close it is to the park, the pool, and of course the room. We got the skyline view.
Today we're at Aventura Hotel.
We're gonna see the new rooms.
Yeah,
well,
we're gonna see the
not really new rooms, but new to us.
And also we are gonna see the view. Yeah!
Check-in was at 4 p.m. so we arrived just around that time so we could get there early, see our room, and explore. I also did the pre-check-in on the email, which I usually do with all the Universal resorts. It just makes it easier and quicker to do. Parking is usually in between $15 and $25 a night, and then this resort had a $5 hold. I know when we stayed at the Hard Rock and at Royal Pacific, there actually wasn't a hold at all. Our first impression of this hotel is it is very modern and it is a lot more quiet than other hotels. The elevator had a touchscreen and even the rooms had some unique features.
Wow. Very
Modern.
This is cool.
It looks nice.
It does. I gotta put my ducky.
Okay, put your ducky.
It's so different to other hotels.
The view will definitely depend on the side of the building you're at, but we still got a pretty nice view from here.
Oh, look, you can see Epic though.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Sort of.
Sort of. I was wondering if we could see that. If you haven't heard of Epic Universe, we'll definitely be going there and exploring everything once it's complete in 2025. They've only officially announced a Nintendo Land, but there's rumored to be a Universal Monsters area, How to Train Your Dragon, either Fantastic Beasts or Wizarding World somehow, and then a unique area with constellations.
Come here. Come here.
Okay, hold on. Buddy Boy always wants to see the bathroom. Let's see the bathroom.
Yeah, let's just go.
Oh my gosh, feel this.
Is it
I
soft?
like it, actually.
Yeah. Every time when look at Hitty Mickey.
Oh my gosh. Just a standard toilet, standard shower, but it was really nice and clean.
I want to show you something very funny.
Okay, show me something funny.
Look, a mirror just standing right by the door.
That's true. You can see how you look before you leave, right? And then what else do they have, Daddy?
There's basically the standard stuff. They got refrigerator, which is easy accessible. They've got their nice little locker here. Plenty of cabinet space if you're going to be hanging out for a week or whatever. Decent closet space here. With all the same stuff that you would find at any other hotel.
Just a regular ironing board, hangers, extra sheets.
How do I use this pen?
She mentioned something about you can order stuff with a robot too on your phone.
That's what this is, right?
And that might be like some sort of speaker.
It is a speaker.
There's a
I
thermostat,
can see it.
coffee.
Newer TV.
I can also see free cranes.
Okay, look,
right
you got
there.
a tablet here too.
3 cranes, yeah, that's from Epic Universe Construction. Are you excited for that?
Oh, check it out. They even have a like a tablet here.
I think that's to control like the TV and stuff.
It is English,
No
Spanish,
Japanese.
Portuguese, and then there's a cool
Oh, yeah.
light here. It's got a USB in it as well. Plus, there's a couple USBs back here and regular plug-ins.
I really do think the best part about this room is the view. I do like having the skyline view. Of course, I would have preferred seeing the theme park, but I don't think you can really know what you're getting, but you can put it in as a request and just kind of hope for the best. Another gorgeous view we've gotten was at Royal Pacific of the theme park of Islands of Adventure, and then Volcano Bay view room at Cabana Bay. I'll put a link in the description of all the Universal hotels we've stayed at, and we have 2 more to go to complete them all. So we headed downstairs to go to the Urban Pantry and really check out the dinner options down here at the hotel lobby. I like how everything really is right there. You have the pool to the right, you have a Starbucks and the gift shop to the left, and the food right here. So everything is super simple to find. This first station was an Asian style booth. It had sushi options and you can make your own bowls. They already had the sushi ready to go, but if you arrived around 5:30, they could roll it fresh for you. Rick and I ended up getting a stir fry bowl. You have a choice of steak, chicken, shrimp, or tofu, and a bunch of different vegetables. And everything was super fresh. You saw like being plated up right there, and then it took about 10 minutes for everything to cook. And you also have your choice of teriyaki or sweet and sour sauce, and then noodles or sushi rice. And for $18, it is a little pricey, but they do hook you up with a lot of meat. And since they had kids mac and cheese over here in the roast booth, we knew we were gonna have to come here for the kids. To the right, they have a small little pantry area. You can grab some snacks too for your room or for whenever. They have a warming station back here if you need to heat something up later. And then this is the menu for the roast. Next time I would like to actually try more from here because the burger sounded really good. They had different salads and wraps, mac and cheese, rotisserie chicken, and they even have a pizza station which has quite a few options. We ended up getting that later after going to the pool. And right next to the roast booth, they have a refrigerator. You can get different milks, desserts, and some salads. So lots of different options here. There was no problem finding seats too. We ended up sitting where the bus drops you off at Volcano Bay. I thought it was really pretty. And then over here behind where we were sitting, they have a Coke machine. Usually we use those for free waters, but we got a drink with the kids menu. They have some coffee and tea, hot chocolate, and in the morning we'll show the breakfast options as most of these food areas will completely change for morning. Now this is just our preference, but I think as far as theming goes, it's our least favorite hotel. Maybe I do prefer the tacky, more themed hotels like Cabana Bay, but for it being a value resort, especially getting it under $200 a night, I think it is well worth it. They didn't have that many dessert options. I feel like the other hotels have some really crazy desserts, but this is the gelato options they did have. Maybe they are really good.
We got the sweet and sour chicken with lo mein noodles and carrots, broccoli, snap peas, and little corns, and some mushrooms. And then on this side, I got the shrimp with teriyaki sauce, little corns, broccoli and mushrooms, and carrots. My kids got the mac and cheese. It looks wonderful. With some fries.
I thought overall the food was really good. I think my favorites are still the kitchen at Hard Rock and the Island Grill at Royal Pacific, but as far as a quick service, I thought this was one of the best for the resorts. Everything was super fresh. You can tell they had just made it. The mac and cheese was a little bland. It definitely needed something else, but as far as our stir fries, those were bomb. I had read good reviews about the Urban Pantry before we arrived, and I definitely agree with them that it's a good place to eat, especially if you're already here. All right, Chef Rick, how do you like it?
I think it's wonderful. It's
Nice
better.
and fresh.
Yeah, it's fresh. It's
Yeah,
everything's
making it.
made right there. They're not overcooked. It's nice. It has a nice crunchy snap to the veggies still. They didn't overcook the rice. It's wonderful. I love it.
I like it too. It has good flavor, and I like how they give you quite a bit of meat.
Yeah.
So they're not like chintzy, and they give you lots of veggies.
They're definitely generous.
Yeah, especially for the price, because I mean it is like $18, but
Yeah, they're
it's still really good.
good stuff.
How do you like your mac and cheese, Pumpkin?
I like it.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. And Buddy Boy? Happy? He's happy with chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I'm happy with French fries.
Okay. So we decided to head towards City Walk, which connects to the parks. Now you can either take the resort shuttle, which is about every 15 minutes or so, not as quick as Cabana Bay. Cabana Bay was back-to-back buses, or you can walk across the street to Sapphire Falls and take their water taxi. The water taxi holds about 45 people. We ended up, because it was close to the amount, we ended up walking. If it's a nice day out, I don't mind the walk at all. It's only about a 10 to 15 minute walk tops, and it's really pretty. You can even see some different views of the parks, like the Dr. Doom Tower or the lighthouse, depending on which resort you're at. And we'll also show going on the water taxi on the way back. Royal Pacific is to the left there, and that is obviously a little bit closer to the parks than Sapphire Falls and Aventura, but it's still super easy to get to the parks from any of the resorts, either bus, walking, or water taxi. The closest resort where you really don't need a water taxi is at Hard Rock Hotel. You can still take one, but it's literally a 5-minute walk. And as you can see there to the left is Islands of Adventure, and we're walking up to City Walk, or you can keep on walking and go to Universal Studios since there's 2 parks. We wanted to get some milkshakes from the Chocolate Emporium. We have actually never eaten here. It's one of our goals to eat at all the restaurants at City Walk, so we will be doing that soon. They have some pretty crazy milkshakes, and they're about $16 each, so we got 2 to split. And if you do have an annual pass, make sure to use your discount because you get between 10 and 20% off even at their food at the hotel. Their sundaes looked really good too, so I would love to come back and try a variety. So Rick and Vanessa picked the confetti, which is vanilla ice cream, confetti cake, vanilla buttercream frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and whipped cream. And then Jack and I got the chocolate ×5, which is chocolate ice cream, chocolate chunks, strawberries, chocolate sauce, whipped cream, and chocolate spirals. Now I also saw they have a flight of milkshakes for around $50 and you get 5 of them. So I might want to do that next time to get a variety.
Wow.
Is it good?
Okay, so just yours.
How is it, buddy? It's good? Alright.
Got some chocolate on me. I love it.
I taste no buttercream ice cream at all.
I think it was more so a hit for the kids than for us. It was still good, but I feel like there's places that use better ingredients.
I've had way better whipped cream.
I think just like all the restaurants that have those ginormous milkshakes, they're fun, but they're not worth almost $20. However, before I give my actual opinion on this place, I do want to try a little bit more, especially the espresso one that they had and a mint chocolate. But I've seen a lot of mixed reviews, good and bad, on the food and desserts here. Let us know if you've tried it.
I like your fox and I like your turtle.
Thank you.
Why you got a fox and a turtle on your shirt?
Say they're called Pokemon.
Is that some sort of strange kind of animal where you're from?
Yeah, you have to catch them all. You have to catch them.
Well, the good news is the turtle's pretty slow, so it won't take much effort. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. It's almost like different kinds of cats.
That one's standing up on its hind leg.
Yeah, it's Squirtle.
This one seems to have a bit of excess machinery on
Oh my goodness.
it. Is that a robot turtle?
Is that a robot turtle?
The Blastoise kind of has like a gun or ammo or something to fight.
It has ammo
What,
attached to
to
it.
fight off predators? That's very strange.
Although that's probably why he's progressed up the food chain.
Yes.
Oh, probably why he's gotten so
Fighting off
big.
the predators, yeah.
Well, you can't argue with the results. Come on, my friend.
All right, let's get a picture.
Chocolate!
Chocolate.
Thank you.
Of course.
We just had a short trip at City Walk. I'll link our video of a tour of this area down below. There is a lot to do, but mainly just a lot of eating and some shopping. And they also have a Jurassic Park and a Back to the Future escape room. They have mini golf, which we haven't done either of those yet with the kids. We definitely want to someday. And then this dock has a bunch of water taxis that take you to either Sapphire Falls, Hard Rock, Royal Pacific, or Portofino Bay. We decided not to walk this time. We're going to be going to the pool as they have an 8 p.m. movie while you swim. I also think taking the water taxi is a really pretty view of City Walk, especially at night. We took it back to Sapphire Falls and then just walked right across the street to Aventura Hotel. Before we head to the pool, I wanted to check out the Bar 17 Bistro, which is a rooftop bar all the way at the top of the hotel. The bar opens from 5 until either midnight or 1 a.m. depending on the day, and children are allowed up there. We only went up there just to look at the view and then come back down, but they do have all sorts of drinks and appetizers. And you can walk all the way around. I believe this was the view of Icon Park.
I can see everything.
Can we see more of Icon? Doing it in the daytime. I was hoping to see some of Epic Universe construction. I think you would have to get here around like 5 when there's still sunlight.
Oh, my hair.
I know, I see it.
There's Universal right there.
Where?
There's the Hulk.
Okay, I see the yeah, I see the Hulk.
Lights too, where
Really?
work lights. And there's iDrive down there. Look at all those cars.
And right there is a really good shot of Cabana Bay. As you can see, we are really close to that resort. We stayed on the tower to the right there and got an amazing view of Volcano Bay.
Look, you can see the pool if you get closer like this. Oh, those lights over there, Mommy.
I know, they're so pretty. I can see the building.
The white lights over there.
I tried to show the night view from our room. It is kind of hard with the glare. I guess I should have turned the lights off, but it's still a really nice view. I prefer daytime. So we headed down to the pool, which closed, I believe, at 10 p.m. The movie was at 8, so we caught some of that. There are some games here. I'm actually not sure if they cost or they're free. And then we passed the splash pad when you enter the pool. It was a little too chilly to go to the splash pad. I don't think that water was warm, but thankfully the pool was heated. You're too scared? Go ahead.
I got wet.
There was only maybe 1 or 2 families down there, maybe because it was still a little chilly, but it was nice. We had the pool to ourselves basically. They have a shallow area, and then in the middle of the pool, I believe it was 4'6". When they get to the deeper area, the kids still like to wear those little life vests, so they have those available. And then there's a fireplace too, or fire pit, where you can actually buy some s'mores kits and roast some s'mores there. And funny enough, they actually had the Lego movie playing. Maybe this is a sign that we need to go back to Legoland. It's been a while. I'd say for the hotel pools, this is probably my least favorite because it doesn't have a slide. I thought Sapphire Falls was probably the nicest one for families. It had a slide and a nice jacuzzi. Everything was really just in that close same area. But Vanessa and Jack really don't care. They're just happy with any kind of pool.
Okay, I'm gonna go into what?
And staying at the resorts, you can actually pool hop too. So you don't have to stay in this pool. You can actually go to Cabana Bay. You can go to Sapphire Falls, any of them, and pool hop. Like a ledge here too that you can sit at and enjoy the movie.
Hi guys! I was looking how deep it was.
Having this tablet was a unique feature of Aventura Hotel. You can learn about the resort, like the hours, things to do. You can change the lights, the temperature, all on this tablet. You can watch YouTube, which I noticed YouTube was a little slow. You can order food, request items, check the internet, weather, there's a Bible. These are the items that you can request if you do need it, and I believe a robot can actually deliver it to your room. We did try it, but he didn't come. Maybe it was too late. The tablet was super simple to use. We just pressed on the TV channel and then it would change the TV. Obviously, you're not going to be in the room that long. I assume you're going to be out enjoying the park and the amenities, but they had things like SpongeBob, and of course we had to watch The Office. Rick went downstairs to get us a pizza, so we got 2 of the kids' cheese pizzas. He got a pepperoni, and then I got the meat lovers, which has bacon and sausage and pepperoni. The pizzas were pretty decent. I mean, they're not the best and they're not the worst. They're average. I've heard, though, that Portofino Bay has the best pizza on property. And if you're at City Walk, Red Oven Pizza Bakery is another great option. You can take that to go and take it to your room.
And look, there's also a hidden charger station.
I like some of the technology, like you just kind of like press. I was like, that's kind of cool.
That is cool. I love it.
Just the little features like that.
I want to do that.
And the tablet too. So this station changed to a breakfast one. There's an all-American breakfast, pancakes, Belgian waffles, breakfast burrito, biscuits and gravy, French toast, and over here is different oatmeals and baked goods.
All right, we got breakfast here. Breakfast burrito with hash browns. They look nice and toasty. I like that stuff like that. I got the all-American breakfast. Bacon, eggs, hash browns, and a biscuit. Kids got chocolate chip pancakes. Okay, I almost want to trade mine in. And look at those French toast. Look at those French toast. Strawberries on it. That's amazing. Okay. And of course, chocolate milk.
I think the French toast was the winner. That was the most delicious out of them all. Now, if you go eat at the parks, you are going to be pretty limited. So if you want to eat breakfast at any of the resorts, you'll have more options. Basically, you have the Wizarding World for breakfast at either of the parks, the Today Cafe at Universal, or a Moon and Croissant Bakery at Islands of Adventure. And then once lunch starts, you'll have a ton of different options at the park. The gift shops in the hotel are usually pretty standard. It's a bunch of the same stuff you'll find at the park, minus some toiletries and things you might need. And it's kind of unfortunate that there's not a lot of hotel merchandise, except Cabana Bay had a little section of actual Cabana Bay merch. I didn't really see anything for Aventura. I saw a shirt one time. But most of the stuff you can find anywhere at Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure. They do have more of a selection of swimsuits and flip-flops in case you need that for the resorts. And most importantly, if you forget feminine products or sunscreen, lip balm, they have it all here. I'm sure it costs a little bit more than if you would bring it, but at least it's here if you need it. That next morning we did take the bus. It was super easy and quick to the park, only about a 5 to 10 minute bus ride. Stay tuned for more Universal updates, and we'll be going to more of the resorts, so subscribe if you haven't. Let us know if you have any questions, comment down below, or message us on Instagram. Universal is our absolute favorite park, and we'll be going quite a lot. A big thank you to Maddie and Liz Shea for helping support our channel. People like you help us to keep going and doing what we love.
If you can subscribe for more videos, subscribe.
Click either of these videos for more hotels at Universal, or you can look in the description for all that we've stayed at so far. And thank you so much for watching.